Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Rebuild Room. This is episode 4 of the Colorado Rockies franchise here on MLB the Show 26. Last episode, we got through the first about week and a half of the season. As you can see on screen, our record is sitting at 2 and 5 right now. We're not very good. Not that that wasn't expected. We knew that going into the series. We did play our home opener last episode as well. Really, really fun game. I suggest if you missed last episode, go back and check that one out. But again, rough week and a half for us. Tough start. We played an opening series against the Marlins. We got swept against Toronto. We lost the first two games. We ended up with our first win in game three of that set. And like I said, we finished off last episode with the home opener against the Phillies, in which we got a big 9-2 win. So for this episode, I'm thinking we probably get through 2 weeks of scouting here, maybe I believe the first day of scouting is going to be Sunday, April 5th. And then I think we get through that week into April 12th and maybe through some of this Houston series. That's my thoughts as of right now. But again, we'll see how the episode paces out before any final decisions. But I guess not much left to do besides start simming. There's not much to talk about in terms of who's playing. It's still very early, so there's no reason to really judge who's been playing well and who's been playing worse because, again, the season's still very, very young. So, simming through this game on April 4th, Seth Halverson in Triple A. A day or two knock will just keep him active. And look at that, he's already back. McCade Brown is back from his injury. And today's the first day of scouting assignments. We lose to the Phillies 7-2. Freeland got the start and he was not very good again. Two rough starts in a row for him. 3 innings of 5-run ball. 4 walks from a guy who's meant to have control be one of his better attributes. So that's not great to see. Bullpen did okay except for Vodnik. 2 innings out of the pen from Beozo, scoreless. That's nice. In terms of the bats, Jake McCarthy with 2 hits, bunch of other hits. Doyle and Beck go over in terms of hits. Beck did walk twice, so at least he got on. But Doyle 0 for 4. Everyone else had at least one hit. Hunter Goodman, another home run. He's got 4 through the first 8 games. He is awesome. Mickey Moniak with a triple. Doubles from Ritter, Castro, and McCarthy. But again, not really much doing in that game. We had a couple extra base hits and only 2 runs to show for it. So let's get into the scouting. So first things first, I explained this in the opening episode. The way I do my scouting, I have a position player scout, a pitcher scout, and a discovery scout. I'm always going to have the position players scout be scouting individual prospects as my number one priority. So that's this scout here, George Post. So we're going to go in with him. As you can see on the left side, we've got the 10th pick in the draft. We have a comp pick at 39. Our second rounder is at 40. So we have 3 picks in the top 40, which is pretty good. The top players in this class look mostly to be starting pitchers. You have to go all the way down to number 5 before you get a position player. And normally, my discovery scouts, I try and have them get as many good pitchers as possible so that I can take the higher ranked position players. That's normally my draft strategy. But again, it depends on the draft class. And this draft class doesn't look great for position players. I see this really high potential range with Todd Schneider here. And I wonder if that would be a guy worth taking. 21 years old would likely be more of a win now kind of player, which doesn't exactly fit the Rockies. But again, to have a guy with guaranteed potential like that could be a good option for us. Projects to be a pretty good contact hitter with solid glove at second base. Those are two things you look for at second base. Contact and fielding are usually big there. Ricky Pettinger, 18 years old, overall range, a very high overall range. Durability, something I like to look at, is pretty good. Discipline looks good. Clutch could be good. I think he might be the first guy we scout because, again, we don't want to scout anybody too high above our range because that's a waste of assets. So to me, Pettinger and Schneider projected at 11 and 12 are guys that could certainly fall to us. I don't want to waste my time scouting guys that might not fall to our draft position. So I think Ricky Pettinger is going to be the first position player we scout. In terms of my pitchers, I'm going to have them scout the whole position. We're going to start with international. and then we'll switch to East after a couple weeks. Those two regions I found just have the most prospects, so you get the widest range of players to scout. And then Ruben Cash, the Discovery Scout, we're going to have him discover again. We'll start with international pitchers for now. So this is how we're going to set up the board for week 1 of scouting. I also like to go to the position needs and do starters, relievers, and then whatever position player's position that I'm scouting for that week. It helps with the player interest while you're scouting them. So in case we get a guy we really like, but he doesn't have the best position interest, this will help out with getting their motivation to sign up. So we'll go starting pitcher, reliever, and first baseman for now while we scout Ricky Pettinger. So we'll finalize that. So that'll be our scouting setup for week 1. And I guess we'll just keep simulating, see if there's any moments to hop into. We win 5-0. We win our first series of the season, a 3-game set at home against the Phillies. Aaron Nola gets the loss, and Michael Lorenzen, 6 innings of shutout ball, 6 base runners in 6 innings. Not a lot of strikeouts, but outs are outs. I don't mind at all if he gets 2 strikeouts through 6 innings. If he's as long as he's getting preventing runs, limiting base runners, I don't care how they come. Jake McCarthy with a homer and a double. Hunter Goodman, 2 home runs. He is on fire. That's 6 home runs in 9 games. Willie Castro gets his second homer. Obviously, those 3 guys had all of our RBIs in this game. Just a monster game from the 3 of them. Only one other person had a hit, and that was Tovar. But again, with how well Lorenzen was able to pitch, as well as Jaden Hill and Vodnik out of the pen did a great job. We didn't really need that much run support. And I mean, 5 runs is a solid outing. It's just it all came from 3 players, which you don't love to see. But either way, win is a win. You'll take that all day. Mickey Moniak with a finger contusion out for 1 to 2 weeks. That'll be 10-day IL as we dominate Houston at home in the first game of the set. 9-2 victory. Hunter Brown, blow up start for him. Well, it's not a blow. Oh, no, it was the bullpen. 5 1/3, 7 hits isn't great, but 2 unearned runs, 11 strikeouts. Oh my goodness. And he gets a loss for that line. 2 unearned runs from the Astros off the error from Jeremy Pena. Brian King, Steven Okert, and Peter Lambert all come in relief and all at least give up 1 run. For the offense, Zach Veen got the start. Brett Sullivan got the start. Troy Johnston. This was a backup day for us. Everyone was getting the rest days. Zach Veen, a double and a home run, drove in 3 runs. What a debut to his season. Brett Sullivan with an RBI hit. Mickey Moniak only got on once and then, of course, got hurt. So McCarthy came in to pinch run. He did end up scoring, unsurprisingly. Troy Johnston with his first hit. Tovar, 3 hits, scored twice, got a double in that game. Love to see that, like we said at the beginning of the year. We want to see him get the bat going as much as possible. Jordan Beck, no extra base hits, but 2 RBIs, 2 hits. Can't complain at all. Brenton Doyle, just not getting it done. He did score without getting a hit or a walk. That's interesting. Maybe that was the error from Pena. He got on base and then scored. Willie Castro with another hit, another RBI, and a walk as well. And Edouard Julian, 2 hits in the 9 hole. There you go. So really good game overall. And then pitching wise, it was Jose Quintana with a great start. 6 1/3. 4 walks is a little bit high, but hey, only 1 earned run. Again, I'm not going to complain about low strikeouts or high base runners as long as you limit the runs. I couldn't care less. Juan Mejia with the hold did give up a run, but it's all right. And then Jimmy Herget actually came in this game, which is surprising considering it was 9-2. I guess we did score a lot in the eighth, but still, it doesn't make sense. 9-2, and we put Herget in. I guess it's just because he hasn't pitched in a while. We haven't had a save op since the Toronto game, so he probably hasn't pitched in about 5 days. So it makes sense they would just rotate him in there. So we win game 1 against the Astros. Could we start our first winning streak of the season? Well, technically we have two-game winning streaks, but I don't count it as a streak until 3. We don't have the lineups, that's right. I need to call somebody up to replace Moniak. So we'll look to the outfield spots. We have Sterling Thompson in AAA. Drew Avens in AAA has had a really good start. He maybe comes up for the week. Yeah, we don't really have that many outfielders in AAA. We actually only have three outfielders in AAA, and one of them's hurt. So I don't really know what's going on down there unless we have someone that can play multiple positions. I didn't notice this. Ethan Holiday's not in Double A right now. We need to fix that ASAP. I don't know why he wasn't there, but he wasn't. Now I'm kind of curious. I need to make sure all of our other prospects are playing, but I think that's it for them. That should be good. I guess we just bring up Drew Avens, add him. He's not on the 40 man. Sterling Thompson is, so we'll just bring him up for the week. I don't see him starting, but I think Tyler Freeman gets the start. Maybe Veen starts against righties, but Freeman's not good against lefties. I think we just go with Freeman and right. Obviously, he's not going to hit third, but we will move everybody up a spot, and Freeman will move to the sixth slot, seven spot, I think. Willie Castro's been hot lately too. We'll put him up there. And then against lefties, same thing. He'll just take over that spot in right field, right in front of Ritter. We'll actually move Ritter up above him, and we'll split the lefties. So we'll do it this way for the week. So Moniak gets a 1 to 2 week injury. Freeman comes up from AAA, or no, Thompson comes up from AAA, and Freeman takes the starting spot. We probably will need to bring an outfielder from AA up to AAA. Braylon Wimmer hasn't played. Jared Thomas hasn't played. Caleb Hobson is putting up solid numbers. So I guess him will leave Kalaz, even though he has been playing the best. He's only 20. I don't want to rush him up. So we'll go with Caleb Hobson up to AAA to replace Thompson's spot on the roster. And that'll do it for the injury fix. So we've got this next game against Houston, and we do have a moment to hop into. We're tied at 3 into the top of the 8th. 2 outs. Astros with a chance to take the lead. It's Cam Smith on first, Zach Cole on third, and Isak Paredes at the plate against Juan Mejia. He allowed both of the base runners on right now, a walk and a hit. Has a strikeout in the inning. Paredes 1 for 3 with a solo home run today. Looking for another big hit to give the Astros the lead. Mejia 17 pitches into the outing. First and third, 2 outs. First pitch from Mejia to Paredes. Hanging slider. Paredes auto takes strike one. 0-1 to Isak Paredes. Check swing. Did he go? He did. Juan Mejia gets ahead. It's 0-2 quickly here. 0-2 from Mejia. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. We head to the bottom of the inning. 2 runners stranded for the Astros. Juan Mejia, second strikeout of the inning. He gets out of the jam. We'll go back into the sim here. Into the 10th inning, second and third. I don't know how many outs. Jimmy Herget, the closer, is up on the mound. It's Jeremy Pena at the plate. He's 0 for 4. There's only 1 out, so ground ball doesn't force the double play. First pitch from Herget to Pena, flied into right. That one will go off the netting and foul. Left that slurve hanging. Thankfully, Pena didn't punish us, as that one misses low from Herget, 1-1. Count even at 1. Pitch from Herget, grounded foul that time. Gets the slurve on the inside corner. Here's the 1-2. Herget the pitch. Taken on the outside corner for strike 3. What a pitch from Jimmy Herget. His first strikeout of the outing. And Pena goes down looking. Second and third, still 2 outs for Yordan Alvarez. Herget gonna pitch to him. The first one a hanging slurve in for a strike. Alvarez auto takes. 0-1. Ground ball to short. Tovar fields. Throw to first in time for out number 3. And we head to the bottom of the inning. That was Ryan Ritter at short, not Tovar. Interesting to see him playing short. As we'll come in and finish this game off, hopefully. AJ Bluebaugh out of the pen for the Astros. 9 2/3 this season. Yet to allow an earned run. Average against left-handed batters at just 0.77, as he will start with a left-handed batter. It's TJ Rumfield, who's had a hot start to his MLB career. The runner on first is Hunter Goodman. Excuse me, the runner on second. First pitch to Rumfield, lined into right. It'll drop in front of Smith. Goodman will hold up at third. Smith's got a cannon of an arm. The throw was offline, but ducks on the pond with nobody out for the Rockies. TJ Rumfield leads it off for the single, moves Goodman over to third. Winning run at third base, Ryan Ritter at the plate. He's 1 for 4 today. First pitch to him from blue ball, misses outside for ball one. The Rockies three batters now just to score somebody from third and win the ball game, as it's a 2-0 count now to Ritter. Still tied at 3 in the bottom of the 10th. 2-0 to Ritter. And that one's hit high and deep into center field. Way back over the head of the outfielder. This one will bounce in the grass. It's a walk-off double for Ryan Ritter. And the Rockies win. 3-game win streak here for Colorado. As they win game 2 against the Astros, they lock up the series win. An extra inning battle with the Astros. Colorado comes out on top by a score of 4-3. 2 innings out of the pen from Jimmy Herget. TJ Rumfield with 2 hits in the ballgame, but the RBI double from Ryan Ritter wins it here in Colorado. Zach Cole was the center fielder. I couldn't think of his name. I was thinking maybe it was Jake Myers, but he was not in the lineup today. It was Zach Cole, who that fly ball from Ritter got over. Either way, it would have been a sac fly, would have won the game anyway. Tatsuya Imai got the start for them. 5 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs. Not a great outing, not awful. In terms of their bats, Yanier Diaz with a double. Yordan Alvarez homered for the 4th time this season. For us, TJ Rumfield with a double, as well as Edouard Julien. No home runs in the game. Goodman, 1 for 5. Rumfield, 2 for 4. We saw that base hit in extra innings that put Goodman 90 feet away. Ryan Ritter with the RBI double to win the game, 2 for 5 for him. Jordan Beck, 2 hits in 4 plate appearances. Doyle got a hit. Everyone got a hit except for McCarthy. 0 for 5, 2 strikeouts. Rough day for him, but he's had a solid start to the season, so I'm not too worried about him. Another great win. And of course, the pitching, again, really showed up big time. Dollander had a rough start. First 2 innings, gave up all 3 of those runs. Only 3 hits, though. 4 base runners, 3 of them scored. Just unfortunate, honestly. 5 strikeouts in 6 innings pitched. He did a really, really good job in this start. And then Bernardino, Mejia, and Herget just completely shut it down. And then the offense in the bottom of the 10th able to get it done. Another good win for the Rockies. And they continue to just stack up wins. 5-6 now on the season, the Colorado Rockies. 3-game win streak, 2 in a row against Houston, and the last game of the series against the Phillies. With that last win against the Astros, we lock up back-to-back series wins after back-to-back series losses to start the year. We've got game 3 against Houston. We'll swim through that. AAA doesn't have valid lineup, so we'll head in and fix that really quickly. I believe this is the left field spot left by Thompson, so we'll just send Caleb Hobson out there. So back into the calendar here. We'll sim game 3 against Houston, and we have another pitching moment. Rockies up by 1 in the top of the 9th. Jimmy Herget on the mound looking to close this game out. Runner on first. Unknown amount of outs. It's Shea Whitcomb at the plate against Jimmy Herget. 1 out in the inning. Whitcomb is 0 for 3 today. The Rockies have made 3 errors already, including the one to let Jake Myers on base here in the 9th. Man on first, 1 out. Shea Whitcomb at the plate. First pitch from Herget. Misses outside with the sinker, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Here it comes from Herget. That one catches the bottom of the zone with the slurve. It's in for a strike, 1-1. Jake Myers on first. Decent base runners. Whitcomb pops this one up behind the plate. Goodman helmet off, makes the catch for out number 2. Rockies 1 out away from their 4-game win streak now, as it's Christian Vasquez the catcher. Decent size lead off of first for Jake Myers. And Herget will throw back. Not in time. Myers safely back to first. First pitch now to Vasquez. Here it comes from Herget. It's just a bit outside with the slurve. 1-0. 1-0 now from Herget. Here it comes. Catches the inside part of the plate for strike 1. Vasquez going to challenge, and he is successful. The slurve didn't break enough to catch the inside part of the plate. It's 2-0 now. Here it comes from Herget. That one over the middle for a strike. 2-1 now. Here it comes from Herget. Ground ball up the middle. And diving effort from Ritter. He can't get there. Runner will not head to third. So it's first and second. 2 outs now. A base hit up the middle by Christian Vasquez. Tying run at second. Leading run at first. It's Isaac Paredes in the leadoff spot. First pitch to him from Herget. Misses outside. Here is the 1-0. And that one grounded to first. Sliding stop by Rumfield. Race to the bag with Paredes, and Rumfield gets there first. The Rockies win 3-2 here in Coors Field. A 4-game win streak for the Rockies. They reach 500 for the first time this season at a record of 6-6. 3-2 victory here in Coors Field. Zach Veen with 2 doubles. Interesting stat line from Tomoyuki Sugano. 6 innings, 8 hits allowed, 0 walks though, 5 strikeouts, only 2 runs earned. Overall, a pretty solid start. Herget gave us a scare, but he gets his third save of the season. Edouard Julien 3 for 4 with a run scored. McCarthy 2 for 5. Hunter Goodman hitting a walk in 4 plate appearances. But Zach Veen did the job, scored 2 of our 3 runs, 2 doubles from him. Sugano with a solid start. Herget able to close it out. Another good win for the Rockies. 4 wins in a row here as we improve to 500. Back on the road, we head to Petco Park in San Diego. Tough start to the season for the Padres. 4-8 record for them. Our first matchup within the NL West this season on the road in San Diego. Double A now doesn't have valid lineups. I forgot I called somebody up from there as well. I also forgot to put Ethan Holiday in, so this is a good excuse for that. Andy Perez is going to come out. Holiday's going to play short. We're going to do the same thing against lefties. Where's shortstop? Here it is. And we need to put a center fielder in. We've got Jared Thomas has the speed. He's going to play in center. Same thing against righties. We're also going to move Holiday up to the 4. Kalaz goes to 2. Montgomery 1. Riggio 5. Just putting the guys I have more faith in to develop at the top of the lineup just to get them more at-bats. So Montgomery, Kalaz, Condon, Holiday, Riggio. We'll do that there. So we fix up the double A lineups, and we head back to the MLB. And Jared Thomas got an injury knock. Sweet. So we do get a pitching moment here. We are up by 1. Bottom of the 9th. Again, unknown amount of outs. It's Miguel Andujar at the plate. Xander Bogaerts on first. And Jaden Hill out of the bullpen. Nobody out, so a leadoff single by Xander Bogaerts against Hill. I wonder why Herget hasn't come in. I know he pitched a lot like just yesterday, but still, I'd like to see him maybe be in here instead. But Miguel Andujar, more of a lefty masher at this point in his career. But man on first. Nobody out in the bottom of the 9th against Jaden Hill. First pitch to Andujar catches the inside for a strike, but a challenge from Andujar on the way. And he is unsuccessful. Just clips the inside of the zone, 0-1. The 0-1 from Hill. Fly ball shallow left. On the move, coming in, and the catch is made by Jordan Beck in left field for the first out of the inning. Just want to check and make sure. I think that was Jordan Beck. No, it was Sterling Thompson. So we got a couple backups in today. Thompson, Brett Sullivan in as well. So Thompson makes the catch in left field for the first out. It's Nick Castellanos now. Bogaerts still on first with 1 away in the bottom of the 9th. First pitch in there for a strike. Bogaerts extends his lead. And that one misses low and away, 1-1. I didn't need to drag that there. I meant to pick off, but it's fine. Count even at 1. Here is the pitch from Hill. Fly ball into right field. It'll drift over the net and into the seats. 1-2 now. Bogaerts on first. 1 away in the bottom of the 9th. The pitch from Hill. Ground ball down the first base line. Diving stop by Rumfield, but it'll drift into foul territory. So we'll do the 1-2 again. Here it comes from Hill. Up and away there with the slider. 2-2. Bogaerts adds to his lead. Hill will throw back to first, and Bogaerts is safe. Count still even at 2. Here's the pitch from Hill. Taken low in by Castellanos. Count runs full. Here is the 3-2 from Hill. Up and inside with the sinker. Ball 4. 2 runners aboard now. Tying run at second. Winning run on first. 1 away here for Bryce Johnson. Hill will stay on the mound for the Rockies. First pitch to him misses low. And Sullivan behind the plate is going to use that first challenge for the Rockies. And he is successful. Good job knowing the zone there from Sullivan. Flips the count from 1-0 to 0-1 to Bryce Johnson. Here is the 0-1. Low and away there with the sinker. Even at 1 here. Bottom 9. 1 out. And a hard hit ball to short. On the ground. Tovar. Ritter. Back to first for the double play. And the Rockies win. 3-2 on the road here in Petco Park. 5-game win streak now for the Rockies. They are over 500 for the first time this year with a great start from Kyle Freeland. 6 innings of ball, 5 hits, only 1 walk, so 6 base runners in 6 innings, and only 2 earned runs. And the Rockies tack on enough against the Padres to win it 3-2. A costly error in the first inning for the Padres tacks on 2 unearned runs to Joe Musgrove. We'll see who made that error. It was Castellanos. Not much of a surprise there. So Musgrove's final line, 5 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, but only 1 earned with 1 walk and 4 strikeouts. A pretty solid outing from him, but those unearned runs come back to bite him as the difference enough to get the Rockies the win. Everyone else in the Padres bullpen pitched pretty well. In terms of their bats, Bryce Johnson with a double, Andujar with the homer, but Johnson grounds into the double play to end the ballgame. Sterling Thompson a hit and a walk, 2 times reaching base in 4 plate appearances. TJ Rumfield with another hit with an RBI single. Ezekiel Tovar, RBI single. Bretton Doyle with an RBI double. And Willie Castro had a hit as well. Only 5 hits, but it was enough to win the ballgame. Costly error from Nick Castellanos. Freeman had one as well, actually, but I believe, we'll check the box score here. Yeah, his error didn't lead to a run. Again, good start from Freeland. Bullpen did their job. Vodnik, Bernardino, and Jaden Hill all did a good job holding off the lead, and then Hill closes it out. 5-game win streak for the Rockies as we are over 500 at 7-6. Just a great stretch of games. The pitching in these last couple in this win streak has been unbelievable. 2 runs, 2 runs, 3 runs, 2 runs, 5 runs. It's hard to lose games when you're only giving up 3 runs at most. It's hard to lose. Now, obviously, the Rockies are a team you figure that maybe would find a way to do it anyway, but the bats have been doing just enough with how good the pitching's been playing. So we continue to roll here as we'll go to game 2 against San Diego, and we finally end the streak. 5-1 loss. Lucas Giolito on the mound for them with a great start. The bats, again, fell asleep, and the pitching couldn't hang off for long enough. Doyle with a double, Beck with a triple, and Castro knocked in the 1 run. But 5 hits in the game. Not going to win you very many. Error from Castro as well. Led to 2 unearned runs against Victor Vodnik. Michael Lorenzen was great yet again. 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 walks, only 1 earned, and 5 strikeouts. He has had a great start to the season. But again, Vodnik shaky out of the pen. 2 earned, and then obviously the error from Castro led up 2 more. Hill and Beozo did fine. But again, you're not going to win many games scoring 1 run. So the Padres lineup kind of lit us up. Not even with the extra base hits, but sac fly from Gavin Sheets, the double from Tatis, and just RBI single, RBI single, RBI single. And Lucas Giolito shredded us. 7 innings, 4 hits, and 1 walk, and only 1 earned run with 10 strikeouts. We got destroyed by Lucas Giolito, and we lose game 2 of the set. We go into game 3. It's Jose Quintana against Randy Vasquez. Again, we'll head into the sim for this one, and we do lose again. Back under 500 now at 7-8. For the pitching, Quintana, not a horrible game, not great though. 5 hits, 2 walks, 3 earned in 5 innings of work. Good game from the bullpen again. Vodnik's calmed it down, and Beozo did a great job. 2 innings, only 1 base runner. An error from Hunter Goodman didn't lead to a run, but still not great to see. McCarthy again, over. Hunter Goodman did have 2 hits though, so he made up for the error sufficiently enough, I'd say. Tovar with with a double, and then the RBI single from Jordan Beck. Willie Castro with a triple. But again, 7 hits, only being able to score 1. Just tough. Randy Vasquez with a great start. 5 hits, 1 walk, 1 earned, 4 strikeouts. Bullpen shut us down. I mean, they have a good bullpen though. Estrada, Morihone, and Mason Miller being the 3 guys that come out of the pen for you in a game is just ridiculously good stuff. Mason Miller has an ERA of 11 right now. Not sure what happened there, but he'll definitely regress to the mean in a good way. But we do lose back-to-back games for the first time since the Toronto series. Since the month of April began, we hadn't lost back-to-back games until now, as we will simulate the next day, where I don't think it should have stopped to do a scouting thing, and it didn't, which kind of worries me. But we've got a close ball game. 7-6 lead for the Rockies. Willie Castro with a 14-game hit streak, looking to keep that on the line. As it's Brenton Doyle on first. We're up against Jeremiah Estrada. 2 outs likely. Man on first. Castro looking to keep the hit streak alive. In the top of the 7th. Again, Padres down by 1. They are the home squad, so they'll have that bottom of the 9th inning if the score stays the same. Top 7, 1 runner on at first base, 2 away for Willie Castro. First pitch inside with the slider. Estrada gets it up there, up to 100 miles an hour. He's got the splitter and the slider that play off the fastball as the 1-0 misses up high with the heater. 2-0 from Estrada. Doyle a base stealing threat, but you don't want the last out to come on the base pass as that one misses low and away. 3-0 count to Willie Castro. Just because we've got the hit streak doesn't mean we're going to be swinging if it's a ball. That one's a fastball right down the middle though, but an auto take at 3-0. 3 balls, 1 strike now from Estrada. Here it comes to Castro. The pitch, swing and a miss. Big hack at the splitter. And that's what's dangerous about it. It looks like the fastball, but it falls off the table and it comes at you a lot slower. As the count is full, there goes Doyle. The pitch swung on and missed again. Waving at the splitter. Estrada strikes out Castro to end the 7th. We head to the bottom of the inning. Now we got a pitching moment. We blow the lead. We're tied at 7 in the bottom of the 9th. And we don't even get to pitch it. This is going to be an automated thing. We're playing as Willie Castro at third base because it was a player moment we came into. 1-1 count. First and second, 1 out. And that one is lined past the diving glove of Rumfield. Rounding third, headed home is Bogarts. Play at the plate. They got him! He is gunned down from right field. What a throw by Tyler Freeman. Bogarts hesitated when rounding third, and Freeman throws a strike to home plate. Goodman puts the tag on Bogarts. Was it Bogarts? It is Bogarts. Freeman delivers a strike, and the Rockies stay alive. Top 10. Man on second, 1 out. It's Mason Miller on the mound. Jordan Beck on second base. Rough start to the season for Mason Miller. Castro looking to extend that hit streak still. First pitch in there for a strike. I got distracted by the second baseman, or the shortstop teleporting. I don't know if you saw that in the background there. 0-1 to Castro. That one misses inside from Miller. No challenge from behind the plate for the Padres. Surprised to see that, as the count even at 1. Here comes from Miller way inside with the slider. 2-1 to Willie Castro. I would think about bunting if there's nobody out here, but since there's 1 out, we're going to hold off on that. As a check swing, that changeup in there on the inside half. 2-2 now. Miller comes set. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-0 up at Castro's head, but he can't lay off. As it's Fernando Tatis Jr. to the plate for the Padres. Ghost runner on second. Nobody out here. Here's the pitch from Herget. Ground ball down the third base line. Castro dives. Snags it. Throw to first. He beat Tatis in time. What a play by Willie Castro at third base. Diving stop. That likely would have gotten the winning run home, but a diving effort from Willie Castro robs Tatis of the RBI and the game winner. The Rockies stay afloat again. Rockies lead by 1 in the bottom of the 10th. It's 8-7. Jimmy Herget still on the mound. It's Andujar at the plate. Cronenworth the tying run on third, and Merrill the winning run at second base. 0-2 count to Andujar. 2 outs. Bottom of the 10th. Herget winds up and the pitch. 1 hopper towards first. Diving effort by Rumfield. He can't get there. 1 run scores. Here comes Merrill. Play at the plate. Not in time. And the Padres win it. 2-run single. A walk-off hit by Miguel Andujar. And the Padres take the series. They've won the first 3 in a row here at home against Colorado. Freeman delivered a perfect strike earlier in the ballgame, but he couldn't get another one here. As the loss and that earned run will go to Jimmy Herget. 3 home runs for the Rockies. Rumfield, Goodman, and Beck all got him. Edouard Julien 4 for 4, but Tatis with a homer, a triple, and a double. 2 doubles from Cronenworth, 2 doubles from Sheets. This was an offensive battle. 9-8 the final score. 18 hits for the Padres, 14 for the Rockies. Definitely not a pitcher's duel here in San Diego as the Padres win game 3 of the set. They win 3 in a row. Or no, that was game 4. Wow, I'm stupid. But we do lose the series 3-1, and we are still able to check scouting. So we have some pitchers discovered. We get some starters scouted, and Ricky Pittenger, I don't know. He still looks like he's still got that really high-end contact, which makes me almost want to scout him again. He's not going to be great at anything else at first base. Maybe a solid defender down the line, but if he can just be a consistent contact threat, again, the high discipline really gives me faith in that, then I'd be willing to take him at 10. I think we scout him for next week as well. The low motivation to sign kind of makes me a little bit weary of that, but I think we're going to scout him for 1 more week. We're going to leave these other 2 scouts onto that. So I think maybe we'll end up actually getting all the way to this Dodgers series. So I think we'll sim through here again. We've got the Astros again, but this time on the road at Minute Maid Park. First game of the series. We are tied in the bottom of the 8th. 1 out. It's Christian Walker on first, Altuve on second for Zach Cole against Victor Vodnik. Cole is 0 for 3 today. Vodnik's gotten 1 out through this inning so far with a strikeout. As here is Zach Cole. First pitch to him from Vodnik, and that one grounded down the first base line and foul. First and second, 1 out here. 0-1 count now. Vodnik comes set. Here is the pitch. Popped up and foul into the seats. 0-2. Bottom of the 8th, first and second, 1 out. The 0-2 to Cole, misses outside with the changeup there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it comes from Vodnik. 100 down the pipe. Popped up foul by Cole. That one came in at 98. Here's the 1-2 again. Swing and a miss. Slider on the inside. Gets the sword swing from Zach Cole. 2 away now for Jake Myers. First pitch to him from Vodnik. Grounded foul at 99 on the fastball. 0-1. The 0-1 in there again. 99 on the outer half. 0-2 to Jake Myers. Vodnik comes set. Here's the pitch. Taken. Top of the zone. Strike 3. Can I help you, sir? Nope. I'm just looking, says Jake Myers as he goes down on the fastball. A backwards K for Vodnik. We head to the 9th, tied at 3. We will return to simulating. We've got a chance here, top of the 10th. Goodman on first, McCarthy on second with 1 out for Ezekiel Tovar. Brian Abreu, 25 pitches into his outing, still on the mound. He's got that fastball up at 100 with a slider and the sinker playing off it. First pitch to Tovar from Abreu, outside for ball 1, a challenge from behind the plate by Yanier Diaz. And it just misses on the outside. Good take by Tovar, failed challenge by the Astros. It's a 1-0 count. Here is the 1-0 to Tovar. He lines this one into right. It'll get down and roll all the way to the corner. 1 run will score. Goodman will hold up at third. Tovar is into second with a double. The Rockies take the lead. It's 4-3. RBI double for Ezekiel Tovar, his 5th double of the season. Gives the Rockies the lead here in the 10th. Great job just going with that pitch. Doesn't try to pull it. If you throw it outside, he's going to hit it outside, and he does a great job. 2 runners in scoring position for Jordan Beck. First pitch flied into right, into the seats and foul. 99 up and away there to Jordan Beck. Tough pitch to get out to. Second and third, 1 out. 0-1 to Beck. Check swing, and the slider drops in on the inside half. Down 0-2. Here is the 0-2 from Abreu, low and away with the slider. Peter Lambert, AJ Blueball, in the pin, warming up for the Astros. As it's 1-2 to Beck. Here comes from Abreu. Swing and a miss. Beck goes down, waving at the slider. Second out of the inning, that'll do it for Abreu. As the Astros will bring in AJ Blueball. Still yet to allow an earned run. 167 average against right-handed and left-handed batters. 23% strikeout rate here through 11 innings, 11 2/3 innings. As it's Brenton Doyle to the plate for the Rockies. 1 for 4 today. Second and third, 2 outs. First pitch from Blueball, fouled off there at 96 up in the zone. 0-1. Blueball comes set. Here is the pitch, and it's taken on the low and away corner. Perfectly placed sweeper there from Blueball. The count quickly 0-2 against Doyle. Here is the 0-2, way outside with the sweeper. Here is the 1-2 now, and that one fouled off by Doyle. Blueball left the fastball a bit over the plate. Doyle unable to keep it in play. Tovar on second, Goodman on third, with 2 away. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Doyle goes down on the heater. The Rockies take the lead with an Ezekiel Tovar RBI double. It's 4-3. The Rockies lead on the road. We'll come in and finish this one. It's Jaden Hill on the mound against Pena. The runner on second is Isaac Paredes. As it's 2-3-4 for the Astros. First pitch to Pena from Jaden Hill. Misses outside for ball 1. 1-0 now, and that one outside again with the sinker. Tough time keeping that one in the zone on the outer half. 2-0 now from Hill. Swing and a miss from Pena. Way out in front of this change up there, looking at the splitter, or looking at the sinker, couldn't get to it. 2-1 now, and that one misses low from Hill. Really having a tough time controlling that sinker. It's Altuve on deck. 3-1 to Jeremy Pena. The pitch from Hill misses inside. Pena walks in 5 pitches. They will pinch run Cam Smith onto second for Isaac Paredes as it's Altuve. First and second, nobody out. First pitch from Jaden Hill. Change up way up high for ball 1. The 1-0 from Hill. Catches the zone low and away there. No challenge from Altuve. It'll be 1-1. Even count 1-1. That one grounded foul on the inside part of the plate. 1-2 now to Altuve. Here's the pitch from Hill. And that one's taken up and away. Count evens up at 2. Here's the pitch from Hill. The 2-2 swung on and missed. Fastball down the gut. Altuve way behind it there. First strikeout of the outing for Jaden Hill. And the Rockies 2 outs away now. First and second, 1 out for Christian Walker. First pitch to him from Hill. Ground ball. It gets through the shift. Rounding third, headed home is Smith. The throw from right field from Freeman is in time, but the tag is not there from Goodman, and we're tied at 4. RBI single from Christian Walker, and the Astros tie it here in the bottom of the 10th. Still only 1 out. Yanier Diaz to the plate. First and second, 1 out in the bottom of the 10th. That one misses low for ball 1 from Hill. 1-0, and that one's grounded into foul territory. 1-1 to Yanier Diaz. Here it is from Hill. It's up and in. 2-1. Pena on second. Walker at first. As that one misses low and away, it's 3-1. Hill winds up. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 4. Bases juiced. Winning run on third. It's Zach Cole to the plate. That will do it for Hill. They will bring up Jimmy Herget. A little bit late for the closer to be coming in, but now he's tasked with a big out here. They need either the out at home or the double play. First pitch to Zach Cole. Up and away there with the slider, ball 1. The 1-0 from Herget. Fly ball left field. Underneath it, it's McCarthy. Makes the catch. Cutoff man throw. Pena to the plate. Not in time. Astros win. 5-4 win for the Houston Astros here at home. Walk-off sacrifice fly by Zach Cole. And the Astros go home happy. They win it 5-4 in extra innings. I just don't know what the manager's doing. I don't know why Jimmy Herget didn't end up in this ballgame. I don't know how Jaden Hill was the last guy to make the out in the 9th. I just don't understand, honestly. I have no idea. We take a look here. Sugano pitched 6 pretty solid innings. Mejia did his job. Bernardino gave up the 1. Vodnik pitched a great 1 2/3. But then why does Jaden Hill come in to close out that 9th inning instead of Jimmy Herget? I just don't know. Questionable at best pitching management. We did also have an unearned run that went against Jaden Hill. That's obviously the extra innings base runner, the ghost runner. I thought at first maybe it was an error. Forgot we went to extras. Doubles from Goodman, Rumfield, Tovar, and Freeman. The offense played pretty well today. 4 runs, 10 hits, 3 walks as well. Can't really complain about the offense. Just the mismanagement of the pitching staff, I think, to me, was the big thing in that game. The Astros offense was pretty good as well. 12 hits, 2 walks, of course, the 5 runs. Pena and Walker with home runs. Altuve with a double, the sac fly from Zach Cole. And we lose another one. 4 losses in a row following a 5-game win streak. We're back 3 games under 500 at 10-7. And that's where we're going to leave off the episode. The loss against Houston. This one was full of ups and downs. We get our first series win against the Phillies, our first sweep against Houston, a 5-game win streak, followed by a 4-game losing skid. As that'll do it for episode 4 of the Rockies franchise. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.